Could the Fed's actions be helping gold with a comeback? Chris Mancini is my guest today. He is a research analyst over at Gabelli Funds. He also just came off of the gold panel that I was lucky to moderate and have him on the panel. Chris, welcome back.
Thanks, Daniela. Happy to be here.
Well, happy to speak with you earlier, happy to speak with you again. Let's start with the news of the week, the Fed. And could this be good news for gold here?
I think that what we have to see with the Fed relative to gold is we have to see the Fed making a decision. Either they have to raise rates or they have to lower rates. So if the Fed lowers rates, I think it'll be good for gold. If the Fed raises rates, I think that it might be bad for gold in the short term, but I think that the effect of higher rates will be good for gold and that the economy.
And I know no one knows the answer, but what's your gut feeling? What are you feeling the direction they're going to go in here?
My sense is that they're going to lower rates eventually, that the economy, the underlying economy really is not that strong. And that when you're the Fed chairman and the president's shouting in your ear every day that you have to lower rates and giving you a really hard time, I think that also factors into the analysis, into which way the Fed will go.
Okay, so you don't feel the economy is as strong as perhaps it seems. So on that note, what did you make of the robust GDP number?
I think that the robust GDP numbers showed that there was demand that was pulled forward, that we had a really strong first quarter. We had a really strong stock market in the first quarter. There's a wealth effect associated with the stock market. Consumer sentiment increases during a very buoyant stock market. The stock market did increase, I think, in the first quarter by something like 20%. So
you're not buying it?
I'm not buying whether or not there's that real underlying strength in the economy. To the degree that there is strength, I think it's pulled forward.
And I was so thankful to you on the panel for bringing such positivity, Chris, using the analogy of a coffin to explain that the part we're at now in the gold cycle.
Yeah.
So
I think that in terms of the sentiment within the gold market and the gold mining market is that we've had a few near-death experiences. So in terms of being put in the grave. So when gold went down to 1,050 at the end of 2015, that was just, for the gold mining sector, that was one step above the bottom of the grave. So the coffin getting lowered in, that was one step above. Now it's getting pulled up, and we're getting kind of pulled back down again in the first in the past couple of months. So that's the sentiment. I mean, it's very, very negative. Capital's not available for mining companies, and the price of gold really is in the doldrums. But there is some kind of counterbalance to that, in that when it gets this negative, there tends to be a little bit of a relief rally.
How about an analogy next time? Hot air balloon, Ferris wheels.
That's probably better.
Okay, outside of gold, in the precious metal space, anything you are liking and really bullish on?
I mean, we do still, I do like gold. I like gold a lot. And like I said, I think that there are a lot of opportunities in the gold mining sector. So even with the biggest gold mining company in the world, Newmont, there's a great opportunity, a buying opportunity.
Where do you see the most opportunity? So is it in the majors versus the juniors?
I do see a lot of opportunity in the majors. I see an opportunity in Newmont and Barrick specifically, because one is that they have access to capital. So they're the ones, they're generating free cash flow and they have good balance sheets. They're going to be generating a lot of free cash flow that they can deploy to build new mines or potentially pay dividends. They're going to be selling assets. So they're the ones who are going to be in control of this.
It's a buy for you right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you're buying?
No, right now we're focused on the gold. So gold mining, the Gabelli Gold Fund is what I focus on primarily, and we're buying Newmont. We also have a very big position in Barrick, and down the road we are kind of picking away at a couple juniors here and there.
Well, Chris, thank you for coming back on the show. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Daniela.
And thanks for watching. We'll have much more for you here from Mines and Money, New York City.